Yes.
My king was born king.
Facts.
The Bible says he's a seven-way king. He's a king of the Jews. That's a racial king. He's a king of Israel. That's a national king. He's a king of righteousness. He's a king of the ages. He's a king of heaven. He's a king of glory. He's a king of kings, and he is the Lord of lords. Now that's my king. Well, I wonder if you know him. Do you know him? Don't try to mislead me. Do you know my king? David said the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. My king is the only one whom there's no means of measure can define his limitless love. No far-seeing telescope can bring into visibility the coastline of his shoulder supply. No barriers can hinder him from pouring out his blessing. Well, he's enduringly strong. He's entirely sincere. He's eternally steadfast. He's immortally graceful. He's imperially powerful. And he's impartially merciful. That's my king. He's God's son. He's a sinner's savior. He's the centerpiece of civilization. He stands alone in himself. He's august. He's unique. He's unparalleled. He's unprecedented. He's supreme. He's preeminent. Well, he's the loftiest idea in literature. He's the highest personality in philosophy. He's the supreme problem in high criticism. He's a fundamental doctrine of true theology. He's the cardinal necessity of spiritual religion. And that's my king. He's the miracle of the age. He's the superlative of everything good that you choose to call him. Well, he's the only one able to supply all of our needs simultaneously. He supplies strength for the weak. He's available for the tempted and the tried. He sympathizes and he saves. He's star of God and he guides. He heals the sick. He cleanses the lepers. He forgives sinners. He discharges debtors. He delivers the captives. He defends the feeble. He blesses the young. He serves the unfortunate. He regards the aged. He rewards the diligent. And he beautifies the meek. Do you know him? Well, my king is a key of knowledge. He's a wellspring of wisdom. He's a doorway of deliverance. He's a pathway of peace. He's a roadway of righteousness. He's a highway of holiness. He's a gateway of glory. He's a master of the mighty. He's a captain of the conquerors. He's the head of the heroes. He's the leader of the legislators. He's the overseer of the overcomers. He's the governor of governors. He's the prince of princes. He's the king of kings. And he's the Lord of lords. That's my king. Yeah. That's my king. My king. Yeah. His office is manifold. His promise is sure. His life is matchless. His goodness is limitless. His mercy is everlasting. His love never changes. His word is enough. His grace is sufficient. His reign is righteous. His yoke is easy and his burden is light. Well, I wish I could describe him to you, but he's indescribable. He's indescribable. Yeah. He's incomprehensible. He's invincible. He's irresistible. I'm trying to tell you, the heavens of heavens cannot contain him, let alone a man explain him. You can't get him out of your mouth. You can't get him off of your hand. You can't outlive him, and you can't live without him. Well, Pharisees couldn't stand him, but they found out they couldn't stop him. Pilate couldn't find any fault in him, The witnesses couldn't get their testimonies to agree. Herod couldn't kill him.
Facts.
Death couldn't handle him, and the grave couldn't hold him. That's my king. Yeah! He always has been, and he always will be. I'm talking about he had no predecessor, and he'll have no successor. There was nobody before him, and there'll be nobody after him. You can't impeach him, and he's not going to resign. That's right.
Easy.
That's right. Time is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. Hey! All the power belongs to my king. We around here talking about black power, and white power, and green power, but it's God's power. Thine is the power. Yeah, and the glory. We finally get prestige and honor and glory for ourselves, but the glory is all His. Yes, thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever and ever and ever. How long is that? And ever and ever and ever.
It's law.
And ever. And when you get through with all of the forever, then amen.
I told you their religion is your history. Press 1. I told you. You just got to know how to read between the lines. I'm trying to tell you. All the power belongs to my king. Sarnetta can't say that. All the power belongs to my king. One person. That's fucked up when the world is fucked up because they don't follow the rules. All the power belongs to my king. We talking about white power and black power. I apologize, but it's hilarious. How long? This is a game of how long could you niggas really go? Press 1. Yo, I was about to walk right off the cliffs, sir. Press 1. Hit the like button and subscribe. I like to play that for all the people who don't know God, who watch from for how he do this, bro. How can I have so much faith and grow so much in knowledge? Because I know. If you don't know, you just don't know. You know, you can sit here all day and play, but if you're not up to par, it's gonna show. We all watch Boys in the Hood. Either they don't know, they don't show.
Not like this.
They don't give a fuck like about no nigga. From South Central nigga. That's what. You know. You don't show. Press what? Woo-wee. I love our movies. Hilarious. You gotta live it to believe it. You gotta live this shit. Let me see who out here in the building. Teresa Green. Shout out to you for supporting this broadcast and making this channel happen. Benjamin, I see you, champ. Yeah, don't get hey, listen, you little peons. Let me tell you little students something. Benjamin, you just got back on my Patreon. You don't get no, I'm finna just load up community posts. You don't call it in to post nothing on my community post, on my Patreon.
Not like this.
Nigga.
Not like this.
Speaking of you, first, hold up, where Benjamin? Nigga come to school. Where Benjamin at, bro? You don't get the... Man, I'm waking up and seeing all type of community posts. You don't know which way I'm steering this ship. Why are you writing on my community wall? You ain't calling it in. Put it in the chat. Put it in my goddamn Patreon chat. Don't put it on my community wall. You know why? Because that's not where you belong. You belong in the chat. Don't be on my Discord. I don't even want, when I wanted you there, get in the Patreon chat. Press 1. That's where you can spew it all. Hit the like button and subscribe. I am now off. When I say off, that means off, off. Don't bother me. Not even with the, I'm sorry for fucking with you while you off. No. You don't know what we doing tomorrow. Y'all be sending my people, what the fuck is this shit? Y'all not even on, ain't got shit to do with my title. You, Taj, said until y'all call it in and get it right in order, then you'll be able to know which way to ship. You'll be able to navigate the waters. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all tweaking, folk. You not finna do that over there. Who else over there? See? We not doing that one. I'm like, what the fuck is this one? The fuck is y'all posting? Y'all not even calling it in and making no sense. And when you don't call in and make no sense, shame. You don't get to post nothing on. You know what your post look like on my community wall? Scribble, scrabble. I call that tagging on the walls at my school district. Press. That's called vandalism. Press one. No, you're not finna tag up the walls. The students gonna see that and say, what the fuck had this guy to do with the classroom? Nothing. Nothing. Do not put nothing on my community post at my university where the students go to see things and see things. They're not about to see you tagging around on the walls until you learn how to call it in and make it make sense. No scribble scrabbles on my walls. School is where you do all the scribble scrabbles. Press one. Hit the like button. Look, I said, yeah, bro. Hey, Marley. Marley, let me tell you something, Marley. I know you hate being a student of the row, and you got to go to the middle of the U and look on the community board, and these niggas is talking about what's next. Some other shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Now, Marley smoked weed, so he'd probably be like, oh, that's dope, because he think this is me fucking with y'all. I don't know what the fuck you doing. Press one. You can't just go up and staple things. You need approval. Press one. You need approval from the board. I wake up, I want to see on my community board, I'd rather have nothing than something that ain't nothing. Press one. It get me excited for nothing. Oh, they're studying the wrong shit. God damn it. God damn it. Press one. So rather than, and Taj, you got some information. So you got some shit. That's what I call the shit you did yesterday. That's what I call studying your shit. Can't do nothing but get that right. You really, I was really thinking about that a lot. And I said, whoo, tomorrow he probably call in and explain to the class what that is when I start accepting calls. Today is a great show. The American Genocide, the American Congo exposed. Oh, now I'm starting to see what they did, family, in the greater picture, and how the French ideologically subverted our nation and held our people hostage so they couldn't come back, end up working off the debt that led to them coming back to America under the guidelines that they are black in law. Press one. Did you hear that?
Not like this.
Bars.
Not like
I
this.
got bars. I got bars, bro. They coming back in law. Who helped get them there? Marcus Garvey, Dr. Umar Johnson, granddaddy. Press one. Who helped convince our Black Star Line to help build up Liberia? The fascists. Press one. You have to see this from a grand eye view. Press one. Like a Pinkerton. Press one. I really appreciate those of you who really, really are researchers out there in the world. I really appreciate that. You can't ask for a better network of individuals who are willing to research and put things together under the direction in which this ship is being navigated. And you know, there's hundreds of people out there, few of us that keeps the information what it is, that keeps revenue turning over here, which is important to me because I got to maintain everything that comes with the shit. This is what I do full time, even though I work only a few hours a day. Oh my nigga. Where my baby daddy's at. When you only work a few hours a day, oh boy, y'all baby mamas be mad at y'all, I bet, nigga. Like I gotta build this long. Press one. That motherfucker said so much shit I couldn't even read it. I went blind. Press one. That got what the fuck this got to do? I ain't shit. Remember? Press one. Wait a minute. Wait. What the fuck is that? My. So my. My. Fellas. When things going your way in life, watch out for the long bill. And you ain't went to the restaurant. Where this fucking tap come from? My. Fellas, you know when you finally win the war? When you win the war, to all my baby daddies out there, shout out to the people. This right when you win the war, baby daddies, I got faith in you. I'm here with you, baby daddies of the world of America. Ladies, stand with the baby daddies, and we will stand with the Baby Mamas Foundation. And together, we will smash these motherfuckers. Y'all over the Instagram making bad decisions. One of y'all fucking got dated advice now that they fucked up. Oh, yeah, you want to know how to keep a good man? Don't leave him. It ain't worth. Ain't nothing out there in them streets. One, we trying to. One, it was me, Paul. Huh? No, it ain't work out. One. Yeah. Me. Oh, no, everything righteous. Everything good. Gaining weight and shit. That's one. No. I ain't right now. That's one. Nothing. You know when you doing good when you gain weight. Yeah. What's up with you? Oh, my goodness. What happened? What happened with what? You're gaining. You know. Now you notice me? Then one. What happened? Fellas. Ladies. Fellas. Blah, 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 blah. That shit fun as hell when you don't figure they ass out. Oh, yeah, all of the tricks? Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, it turns out I didn't believe the thoughts you had of me. They did. Press one, you ever had that feeling? That's not me in your head. Press one, no, I'm this one. That's all right. Kev love the kids. Press one. Gotta take care of them kids, man. I know y'all heard Obama. Press what? Yeah. What happened? Yeah, those German vehicles. Yeah, strong at first. Not so good. Press what? Yeah. What did you say on it? BMW. Yeah, you should have came to me. Oh, I ain't shit. Oh, yeah, you should have. I would have. Oh, I ain't. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a front. Oh, baby, you got what I need. I'm sorry. But you said he just a front. Yeah. Yeah, boy. I'm retarded, huh? Press one. I was born this way. I was born retarded. Can't help it. Universe 25 has taught me how to accept being a Democrat. Press one, how to embrace it. Yeah. If it's like if you don't embrace being a Democrat, the world label you crazy. I embrace it. Press one. Hit that like button and subscribe. Shout out to my moderators, of course. Shout out to Wakanda, Mr. Gillespie. Appreciates the work that Wakanda does, keeping the fellas in check. Wakanda does it fucking again. Press one. While the males are out there having fun on Halloween, press one with trick or treat bags. Wakanda, Kev, a few of his mighty warriors have been continuously putting that work in. Y'all see Cashmo Star? He like to play in my chat room and laugh when we having fun. Soon as we start doing work and homework, he's not going to be here no more. When it's time to support the broadcast, like in my Cash App, he's never around. But he like to meet all of my friends. And we're all paying members around here, even me. Press one, we're all paying members. He think that he can come over here and hang out with us like he's got something on the coffee and kush. But he ain't never got nothing on nothing. Press Not a comment. This is coming from the HR department. Not a comment, nigga. Not nothing. You don't do nothing but fool around. Since the inception of your enrollment here, under the free program, so you're funded by the EBT program. Deb, an old white woman from Florida. You let her beat you. You knew me before Deb. You went here before Deb. And you sitting up here playing in my classroom. Rio, this nigga over here playing in my classroom. At least you can get it wrong and live. Jeez. Now he don't want to type. He's embarrassed. Press one. He don't want to call in no more. Press one. No, I want to hear you at no damn work. That's too many emojis for a person at work.
Not like
You're
this.
not at work, bro.
Not like
Your
this.
job is to watch Kev roll. That's your job. Sit your ass down and watch Kev. Thank you for blocking him. Since he at work all the time, don't get yourself fired by playing in my chat room. Do you know that this show is made for people at work, sir? We spend long periods in time. We don't call on you every day, probably once every 9 months. But when we call on you, you at work. You ain't going to be using Ali excuses. He's been here and been working. Hey, King Kush, bro. That nigga ain't gonna be using that nigga excuses. He ain't at work 24/7. The lady said, we want to hear from the fellas. Y'all niggas is running away. Which led me believe y'all might be French fascists undercover. Press one. And if you're a French fascist, then speak up. Then I won't be dependent on you to call it in. I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for my students. This is for people who support me. If you feel me, tread lightly. You better stay current if you're not a student here under the EBT program. Cool, you at work. Cool. Then why you ain't supporting the broadcast if we bring this much information to you? You didn't know this. What make you think you can go to work and then sit in my class and pay the white man? Pay the white. I got to get on them like a Pan-African. That's the only way they understand. Excuse me, classroom. You pay the white man. You pay for the things you need to think. I bet you got a bunch of Indian books, Dan Calloway books. I see you in everybody's chat. Super chat, this one. You ain't never at work then? Get them out of here. Press one. Just make up things. I'm at work right now. I'm not gonna play with you. Hit that like button and subscribe. It's time to get into some serious business, though, y'all. It's time to really think about what we got here. Let me stop fooling around with these these guys. They be scared as shit. Y'all, bro, they be scared to call it in and do their homework. So I got to make fun of them. I just have to. Ain't nothing better than making fun of the brothers who. It's a great job. Making fun of them niggas. Oh yeah, they don't ever call in and be fooling around. Yeah, they always here when it's time to fool around. Hit the like button. My man said my volume is low. Thank you, Desmond. Thank you. But also you too, Desmond. You feel me? Watch what you do. You too. I'm looking for real individuals who speak, who can speak, who really do the research that we speak, that we put out. I'm not looking to see the same names I've been seeing all these years, who ain't even called me one time. I'm not doing that. Who ain't supported this broadcast? You see me doing this good work. Why you not a supporter? You don't got one sweater, no mugs, nothing. If I was, you would give me depression, feeling like, damn, all our people do is just support other stuff than what they really enjoy, and then come to the people like, oh, what's up, y'all? Get up out of here, bro. You can't hang out here now that I'm thinking about it. No, ain't no none of that. You gotta go. That's personal, y'all. That's personal. We be doing all this work. He fooling around. Women are doing work. Excuse me, ladies. Women are doing work. My team is putting it down, and he just up in here. Hey, Kev, we was talking about an atomic bomb went off in all of our black communities, and you sitting up there, hey, man, thinking shit funny, but you're not doing no work. And it just lets me know you don't take what we do serious over here. So you can't be here having fun with us, bro. You can't be here. You don't take what I do serious, what my team do, and you know the rules. You don't get too comfortable in that chat room, so you gotta go. There is no apology, no sorry for your luck, none of that. You just gotta go, man. I'm not finna be talking to these grown ass people who they don't do that at work. They be like, yes, boss. I'll come back on time, boss. Press 1. I'm gonna be back from my break 2 minutes early to press you. Press 1. So we dealing with the American Congo company. Press 1. Uh-oh. Don't even pretend. I don't even want to see it. The American Congo. Remember we said that was all here? Okay. The American, y'all got fairy tales of the Congo. Here's the company. Okay. You're not understanding. You don't know how to read history. You better wake up right now. We in class. You don't know what the Congo is. You don't know what happened. So, Kev got to go deep. Shout out, who is this in my cash app? Oh, my goodness. Kanisha White, shout out to you with that contribution to this program. She said for learning so much. Thank you so much. Shout out to Kanisha for checking in. Deborah Nichols for EBT program. Waterworld for they have Jules. What Jules? Black people. Oh, my goodness. Paul Hamilton for continuous support. Shout out to Paul Hamilton. Hashtag Paul Goodbread. My man. Bocat. Shout out to you, Kesia. 2 times like Finesse. Stephen Watson. Shout out to you. And, of course, Betty Hampton. Blessings to y'all. That's what make this program what it is today. You feel me? I told y'all. If you're not signed up to my Patreon or nothing, that's cool. That's cool. It's only so long you can fake it, though. It was only so long. So the people who support this class, they appreciate the work that we do. You can't say, oh, it's always the males. I'm at work. All of my male students are at work. Taj at work. Ali work. Everybody works, bro. Everybody works, but me. I do this. Everybody else at work. Press one. I'm sorry. I'm the fucking guy. Listen to me. I'm the guy when you at work. Like, I'm gonna listen to Kev. He actually, keeps hours rolling very well. That nigga keep these hours rolling, getting paid. Listen to Kev. In reality, by the time I'm about to get off, we got another hour or two. Press one. I did this for y'all. So don't be mad because I, use you as an example. But you gonna pay for this class, EBT man. For my Hey Ali, you gonna pay for this class either way, bro. And I'm gonna make fun of you. It's gonna be something. You're gonna pay to be here, bro. It's happening. Okay, nobody has broken down the Congo company that was an active in the Congo Free State. Nobody talking about these things. So it's time to take this a lot more serious this time around. Right, info junkies? Shout out to you, whoever you are. I don't even know if you in my class, but shout out to you. Shout out to you. Why not? Anyway, the American Congo Company was a U.S.-owned concessionary company that was active in the Congo Free State. And its successor, the Belgian Congo. Oh, my goodness. And at first, it was focused on rubber extraction, but then shifted to diamond mining. Press one. The American company was formed by Thomas Fortune Ryan. Oh, whoever this guy is. And oh yeah, of course. Who's this? Oh my goodness. Who's this asshole? Okay. And then Daniel, oh my goodness. Guttingheim. Who the fuck are these guys? Guttingheim worked for Hitler, in my opinion. First one, look at that name. Oppenheimer, Guttingheim. Other participants included Edwin and B. Aldrich, J.P. That's who that is. Hold up.
Not like this. Not like this.
Oh my goodness. Oh, JP, the fucking. Oh my! I knew it. I've never seen Thomas before in my life. And it's just something about Thomas is screaming. This is the real guy. And then we get to JP and the fucking asshole here looking like he was a made-up prosthetic character. But wait a minute. He looks like Theodore Roosevelt as well. He looks like all the motherfuckers. And look what is the business. Insurance. Roman Catholic. Diocese. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. The Great Depression. All that. Do your research. Do your research. We don't want to go there, but sometimes in our alternate universe, we have to. Fuck it. And Rockefeller Jr. Oh my God. If it ain't the fucking Pope Pius himself, I know this fucker here. Press one. Let's put. Hold on. Hold on. I know Pope Pius when I seen him without the glasses, bro. So they use clergy to, oh my goodness, at a younger age. That's his weak ass. Press one. That was him at a younger age. In his religious aspect, he's Pope Pius. Ain't that a bitch? I hate the way my eyes see everything now, but I so love it. Hold up. Let's bring him up real quick. I love this. Don't y'all love when we just pin the tail on the donkeys? Press what? This is a fun game. When you're finding these people in history, and it's actually, let me bring up Pope Pius, because they got this time thing going, where they're one person in one decade and a total different entity in the next. But they can never hide who they truly are, which are Nazis. and I'm a Nazi hunter, which is fun. I love being a Nazi hunter. Press 1. I love that. I don't get paid much, but one day I'm gonna hit the grand jewel. One day, family, I'm gonna strike it rich. I'm gonna strike it rich. Trust me when I tell you. I mean, I'm a pin a donkey on a nigga so cold it's gonna be on the news. Like, no. And press 1. We already made Yale University adjust. You know, we already made them adjust. They knew I was coming. They knew this was coming. They knew this was coming. So there's him at an older stage of his life as Pope Pius, the one who performed the Holocaust ritual using the bones we were talking about earlier. So what you're looking at, people, is in their correct names. Press 1. They never want you to wake up to the different characters being played in history. So they can just keep fumbling around characters and people, and you will never know because they found out how to manipulate timelines of events using the same characters from different timelines. So they may have, let's say this guy here. Let's put it in perspective. I'm brilliant for this. Okay, so Rockefeller Jr., he's an oil tycoon. Look at this handsome man. You would never think he's also the fucking Pope. You see what I'm saying? You would never think, wait a minute, Rockefeller, but the Pope is the one who gave order to, they were switching the Nazis out here. So was it the Pope or Rockefellers and Nazis and these banking establishments that survived the war who was still doing blood diamonds? And remember, this is about the genocide of black people. And I see up here it say Leopold was the second king. So this is all it right here. We don't found the source of the switch. Remember we talked about Iberia. J.P. Morgan owned the ships that was lent out to who? To Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was funded by J.P. Morgan. So your black liberation and going back to Africa theory happened at the point where they were enslaving your boys in northern Africa, making them fulfill their contract to buy themselves back to America, only to be classified as black and not, the Black Star Line. So the Black Star Line got them there. That was the segregation part. Y'all gonna write these and wham wham. So we gonna get into that and how Iberia and how they had African Americans held hostage there. And we read about J.P. Morgan and them having the king's people held hostage, which made the railroad companies theirs. So they may have hijacked everything at this point with their African American or their literal African American French Legion blacks, which came and helped them subvert this nation. And it's looking that way. Look, Rockefeller, the company was incorporated in Albany, New York in 1906. 1906. Now, you got fires and earthquakes and war and all of these going on. And look at what's going on here. You got all of these, and look at what they're doing. It is originally capitalized at 510,000, a sum that was soon increased to 25 million. Also in 1906, King Leopold arranged the creation of a Society International Forester Institute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Americans took 25 to 50% of Fortune shares with Leopold, the Congo Free State. Boom, 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 boom. In November 1906, the American Congo Company was granted a 99-year lease to gather rubber. Oh my goodness. There's Elihu Root was an American lawyer. This is another theft. To keep United States government from meddling in the Congo Free State. This is the whole time they're calling you a monkey. This is what did the guy Joe Rogan say? I went to the real Congo to see the real Planet of the Apes in the black community. The result of the expose was the American government how good of a reasoning to Leopold II was doing in the Congo Free State. So America at the time is with him as he's done this, letting you know these are mass murderers, genocidal, homicidal, insurgents that have cooped the look at this. So the American Congo Company is actually operating out of the same place. Now, this time, black communities are being destroyed. Yes, we know after the king has passed, 1906. All of this is after the king has passed the usurpment of banks. And that's why they said, Washington said, I gave these people the republic if they can keep it, because they knew what it was going to take for them to withstand the bankers, the subversion, the undertaking, the insurgents that were there. We're dealing with the battle at Gillespie or Verdun. All of these different railroads didn't have nothing to do with J.P. Morgan. After they took over this way, then they acquired all of these things. After the subversion, who granted the lease? Probably Congress. Maybe Congress of the Congo. Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible for them to do that. And this is why is the world, why is America like this? Why is it always going through something like this? Like to where it just can't be peace or nothing like that. Because from the initial start of it, they're not supposed to be in the position that they're in at this moment in history. And it's tough. You know, it's tough to see. It's also one of the best times to be alive. But the propaganda is there. People, hey, Kev, what you think about this? I don't even watch TV, bro. I watch like old TV shows that make me laugh, like black shows and shit. Just to get me back into my mentality of how we supposed to just be chilling and shit. I don't even like to look at nothing no more. This shit fucking music is tripping me out. These individuals are tripping me out. I can't fucking get down with it. The internet is, I'm like, let me just be smart. Let me just be smart. So these are the same individuals who got rid of, you know, when you're talking about Leopold, you're talking about, let me see, how many people did Leopold slaughter? Where my students at? $20 million people. $20 million people reported. We already established that King Leopold looks a lot like Benjamin Harris, I think that's the 25th president of the United States, so-called. But it's very important that you know when they say the New World Order is going to take over and rock about, let me tell y'all something. You've been in their world since 1906. Everything after 1906 was about robbing you and keeping you enslaved. After the king fell, you fell. London Bridge is falling down. That's why Frisco was destroyed and all of this. They was gearing up for war the whole damn time. B found a lot of information leading back to the dynamites being used all over San Francisco, being reported in the newspapers. It's only so far you can go on to believe in the dream of, oh no, we all better now. Like, this is 1906, bro. A few grandmas ago. They've been extracting and stealing this whole time. And then placed a massacre way across the water when they were in collusion with coming over here as Frenchmen. Usurpers, Boy Scouts, they say. And all of these different factions of, then it turns out these so-called union, IWW union, it's actually the fucking Union Army. They are in collusion. The workers are the army. You come to find out these people are all the same. They ain't fighting each other. They getting rid of you. They're not fighting each other. They're getting rid of you. And that's facts. Thank you, Royal Purple. They're getting rid of you and exterminating you and finding clever ways to offer jobs to get hundreds of you at a time and round you up. Hit the like button and subscribe. This just took place after 1906. This is all 1906. You know your soldiers are in Africa when Leopold is doing this, right? You know this, right? You know they are held hostage there. They can't come back until they finish their contract. Then when they come back, they're labeled as black, dead in law, lost at sea, and given a birth certificate, social security numbers, and all that, just to get back home. The rebellions that happened in the islands were all our people fighting back against these French blacks. And French, they don't owe France nothing. They are French. Press 1. They all took part in a IWW attack on America at all the ports. They're all French. And the Statue of Liberty is nothing more than a Trojan horse. They're all French, Italy type of things, and which is fine. I have no quarrels about that, but we're going to get this history right, though. That's what's important. This is why we all look kind of like different. And you listen to them as Hebrew Israelites, the French blacks with the huge beards, running around the earth talking shit, but can't never prove a point that Mr. Gillespie is talking about when you turn in that Bible and it tells you not to give heed to these niggas talking about genealogy. Check, mate. You can't even address that. If Judah is the lawgiver, stand back, children. What you doing? And you sit down and go get a forklift position. Press 1. That's what the scriptures say. Judah is the lawgiver. Then Benjamin, sit down. The false Issachars, sit down. Press 1. The Jewish Puerto Ricans, sit down. Press 1. The Romans, sit down. Press 1. I'm going to teach you who you are. That's why Blue Pill, Real Pill, they all feel offended. They shouldn't be offended. They should embrace me. I'm the truth. They don't want the truth to be exposed. It must be a subverter, because I would want to know if I made a pact with the devil as a Moroccan fake sovereign citizen. No, let my sweater go. Press what? It's all fun and games when y'all teaching, and we gotta sit. But when a super teacher comes, we gonna call him a super teacher. When he comes and then let you know about yourself, now you be quiet. You can't say nothing. The cat got your tongue. You think they can battle me with me addressing Marcus Garvey as an extreme exterminator? Hell no, they can't do that. Hit the like button. That's please. Sarnetta can't look at himself in the mirror and know that. I mean, they got to play the role. Yeah, he's from Africa. He's Africans. But look, you tied yourself to Congo companies. All of these were incorporated after the fact. De Beers Company been mining diamonds and coal out of Africa this whole time. They've been all together doing the same thing. Shout out to RT Bell for all that you do. Shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to you for seeing, for hanging in there, even though you don't participate or you don't fully understand at times. That's all right. You here though. You're not disruptive to my class. So that's why I that's why I let people do who actually belong here do what they do. Because it's about people want to chat, but people don't want to be talking to the wrong people. SW, who are you? You doing a lot of talking. I'm gonna put you on timeout because you doing a lot of talking and you ain't made yourself known yet. Now, the Congo, if you place the Congo nation in America, guess where did it be? The size of the Louisiana Purchase. Guess what it will be, students? The size of the Louisiana Purchase. Sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/Kev Gills TV. Mm, mm, mm. Yesterday we watched a show on how diamonds are processed. Press one. We watched a show on how diamonds are processed. Looking like the A bomb. Does anybody have any suggestions or questions on that? 424-209-9506. We had an awesome show yesterday, right? So we got a program. Had an awesome show yesterday. Anybody can call in at this moment and tell me what they have on their homework or they notes that they've taken yesterday, all in the same. Let me know what's going on. 424-209-9506. 424-209-9506. Remember, we had a picture on this stuff months ago. I would say about a year, but people be thinking I'm capping, so I'm gonna say months and months ago. Let me see who up in the building today. Taj, you in the building? What's up, champ?
Peace, Kev. Man, I was just calling in. Yesterday's show was it moved me, man. It was a powerful show,
Yes, sir.
and yeah, you really gave me a new perspective in seeing the world, like materialism in and of itself. Is like the way you and B was breaking that down, and the way I think B said something to the effect of is like not only did they carry out the whole coup of everything, but you know what I mean, they profited off of, you know what I mean, a Holocaust in so many different ways. They didn't let anything go to waste.
Yes.
But that being said, I had came across something when you were playing the videos about diamonds and how they process.
Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Before you go there, where did you send me that info so I can bring it up in class? Where did you send that to me? On Patreon.
I sent it through the phone. I sent it to the number.
Okay, what's your area code?
It's 4-4.
Okay. I got it. I
I'll
got it.
resend
Thank
it.
you. No. I got it. I
You
got it.
got it?
Yeah. Okay. So, okay.
So it's
Let me do this real quick, and you'll be on. You right up the way. All right. You good? Go ahead.
all right. So a term I came across was adamant,
Yes.
and when I seen that, I just automatically went and looked it up because I ain't like I had a thought of like I thought adamant was like stubborn or like hard headed or determined.
Yes.
But when I looked it up, I got something else that was related. But let me pull that up. All right. So adamant in the Greek, adamus, a word of Celtic origin, a very hard or impenetrable stone, a name given to the diamond and other substances of extreme hardness.
Yes, sir.
The name has often been given to the lodestone, but in modern mineralogy, it has no technical signification. But let me say the word and enunciate it really really good. But it's called Adam ant.
Adam
Like
Ant.
and you know what I mean. It's so many different ways to go with that.
Yes.
But just talking about the Adam and the fall of man and everything like that, and everything that you've been showing us through really Ezekiel and everything like that. It's crazy, but I have found it also in scripture, and I just, you know what I mean. I just wanted to read a little bit out of Ezekiel. I'll start at 3 and 8, but I just wanted to go down a little bit and just show that. But I had, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I speak unto thee receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears. And I'll stop there. But let me read one more verse.
Go ahead.
And go, get thee to them of the captivity, unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, Thus saith the Lord God, whether they hear or whether they will forbear. And
Just tell them.
man,
Don't worry about it. Just tell them. Whether they hear it or they
yeah,
don't, make sure you tell them. Go ahead.
that's it. Um, but man, I just hold up. Let me pull up one more thing, cuz.
Take your time.
Yes, sir. All right. So I did also look into adamant, and I looked it up on Wikipedia. And it is weird because I want to go into the references and stuff like that as well.
Go ahead.
But I just want to read what was there. But it relates to everything you've been talking about in class, from like the mythology to the alchemy and just the diamonds and stuff like that. The
Yes, sir.
changing the base into the noble,
Yes.
basically switching places, trading places.
Yes.
Um, but adamant in classical mythology is an archaic form of diamond. In fact, the English word diamond is ultimately derived from adamas. That's crazy. Via Latin, diamus, and Old French, diamant. In ancient Greek,
Wow.
adamas or adamatos, literally unconquerable, untamable. In those days, the qualities of hard metal probably still were attributed to it, and adamant became, as a result, as an independent concept. In the Middle Ages, adamant also became confused with the magnetic rock, lodestone, and a folk etymology connected it to the Latin adamare, to love or be attached to. Another connection was the belief that adamant, the diamond definition, could block the effects of a magnet. This was addressed in chapter 3 of pseudodoxia epidemica, for instance. That was wild. But Since the contemporary word diamond is now used for the hardest gemstone, the increasingly archaic noun adamant has been reduced to mostly poetic or anachronistic use. In that capacity, the name and various derivatives of it are frequently used in modern media to refer to a variety of fictional substances. But I just wanted to do a little bit more and just talk about what it is in mythology. But before I even go to what they got going on, the first thing that I thought of when I seen that word, because I ain't really know what it was, but like Wolverine on X-Men, he was made of like adamantium.
Oh well,
like the hardest substance.
yes, sir. But
like diamond is
but
harder.
I was about to say the source of it was Magneto. Remember at the Holocaust?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Apocalypse did what? He had to stick his hands in the ground so he can feel the ground. Because remember, knowing what we know about the Holocaust now, the people are actually in the ground. So, and then all of the what? All of the little metal rocks start lifting up magnetically. And it let him know his true power was remembering that he was in the Holocaust and that was going on. So go ahead.
Yeah, and it also talked about in the definition of lodestone, which is like where they get magnets from. It's crazy that correlation right there.
Yes, sir.
But it says adamant used as a translation in the King James Bible, Ezekiel 3:9 for the word shamir, Hebrew in the Hebrew Bible. In Greek mythology, Kronos castrated his father Uranus using an adamant sickle given to him by his mother Gaia.
Oh,
Adamantine sickle or sword.
That's where that comes from. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Check this out, Kev.
Hey. What they saying, Aquaman, destroy the Triton. You drop the curse. It's adamant.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. This is fun. I'm gonna have a great show today. Go ahead.
All right. So an adamantine sickle or sword was also used by the hero Perseus to decapitate the Gorgon Medusa as she slept. Talking about the snakes and everything like that turned everybody into stone. That's wild.
Is that the spear of the dynasty, the spear of destiny?
Boom. That cuts off. All right, Kev, tell me if I'm taking this the right way. Tell me if I'm taking this the right way, Kev, because I just now had a crazy. You just now said something.
Oh my goodness!
I get something that I never got before, bro.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Yo, check this out, right? He was having a conversation. I think it's probably with B, but you was talking about like how George Washington in Oregon or Washington State, I forget exactly where it was at.
Yeah.
But he went and he purchased the land.
Yes.
And everything like that.
Yes.
So he owned the land and
then they went back into captivity. They went into captivity and he owned the fucking land, Taj.
Yeah, just like Jeremiah, like the law of redemption, like, bro. And it's like when I went back and I was like, damn.
It's the same place.
Gee, I my man, bro. That's why I be like, whoa, that right there, it took me back. And watching that video that you posted in the Patreon,
yes, sir,
that helped recenter a lot of where my head was going.
Yes,
but it had a lot dealing and doing that and. It's like, but something else that I took out of that is while in captivity, they developed the land, and they did not honor the Jubilee.
Yeah, well,
and it was supposed to go back.
Of course, they developed. They were put into labor bondage. Of course, they developed it. They had to. Now you finna get out there and work for nothing, nigga. Go ahead.
Yeah, and shoot, and it's like. We like the thing that I'm understanding more and more every day is everything is literally the king's, bro.
Yes.
And everything, you know what I mean? Everything is playing out exactly like more and more I read scripture. It's like everything is playing out when it talks about the coming day of the Lord and
Facts.
things of that. That's something that I never
Facts.
really grasped, but I'm starting to grasp it a lot better.
It's not.
But
It's not nothing you can predict. Something you have to feel and see and put your faith in and understand with all of your heart that this is real. This is more
yes,
real than us imagining it. Because I hear the excitement in your heart, so I know that is real. You know, and I'm waiting for
yes,
that
sir.
type of excitement to be able to speak on just a little bit of how beautiful the end game really is. You know,
Yes, sir. Yes,
It-
sir.
that's
Can I continue on
of
and give a
course,
little
of
bit
course,
more on the
of of
adamant?
course, of course. Go ahead.
Check this out. You're gonna like this one, Kev. It says in the Greek tragedy, Prometheus bound. Hephaestus is to bind Prometheus to the jagged rock, and adamantine bonds impregnable. So I guess that means unbreakable. I'm guessing that's what that means. It's something else that says in Virgil's Aeneid, the gate of Tartarus is framed with pillars of solid adamant. So going back to who these people say they are and stuff like that, again, Tartarus being hell, the gate to hell.
They say this is
Like
Tataria. They
it's
say this is
wild,
Tataria. Who is Tatar?
right?
That's the devil. Tatar is the bull
Out of
god
the
of the
abyss,
devil.
man.
Yes. So why
The
these people?
children of the abyss.
Exactly.
The weak, the wobblies,
The
bro.
Wobblies.
All of
Yes,
this
sir.
go back to the wobblies. Eh,
Damn.
Kev, can I say something that relates?
Go ahead.
And all right, so man, since we're up in like Oregon and Washington, right?
Yes, sir.
I've been looking into like how everything was laid out and how everything was was granted over. It's like how the land was divvied up. They had like something like Russia was at the 54th parallel. They got like up from the 54th parallel up. And then it was like contested lands between the U.S. and the British. And I know it was a major part of the war that was going on because that's around the time of like the side is when they trying to put this as far as trees and stuff. But the British called that the Columbia District on the opposite side of the map, like you brought up before, but seeing it as the Columbia District, like if you folded the map, like I actually did that yesterday when I was looking at
folded three-way. Go ahead.
and
Yes.
like the district, like I was up there for a little bit too, so I kind of know like that little area, the Bellingham riots and all of that. But you got like a Mount Vernon and everything all up in that area, bro. Like, so that like that whole George Washington story. But I'm getting off track. The main thing I wanted to say was they brought in a tribunal. They brought a tribunal in to divide the land and say who was the rightful owner. And the one that decided was Kaiser Wilhelm. And I don't know how he had the jurisdiction to be able to decide, hey, this belongs to America, rather than the British.
Well, because he was supposed to. Shit.
Yeah. But pardon me for saying that, bro. I just wanted to really throw that in real quick, bro. But man, like I said, I didn't have too much more on the adamant time, but I did want to bring that up when I seen that in the relation to Adam, and that blew my mind yesterday.
Yes, sir. So what if the American Congo and this thing, Elihu root thing, happened here in America? What if all this happened? You said Bellingham?
I believe that to be the case, bro, because it's like you say, like there's a lot of actors that are playing these roles. And another one that Leopold was, you remember Herman Oostner from Göttingen University?
I don't remember quite who that is.
Okay, let me remind you. He was like Göttingen being a civil law school. He was going there and he ran the religious studies school. So, but his name is Herman Oostner. But he's kind of the guy that came up with a lot of the comparative studies with the religions and everything. But I fully believe that the Congo happened here, and it's like the flood maps and the Louisiana Purchase that you showed us before. It looks like I can see that happening here, sir.
So can I. So David Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, American Congo Company. Yes.
Yeah. That. I remember those names also when I was looking, like a lot of, like that guy that looked just like J.P. Morgan.
Yes.
I remember that name from somewhere, and if I'm not mistaken, it's like all of those guys is part of the like Council of Foreign Relations.
Yes.
So these are the guys that are coming up with,
Thomas Fortune Ryan. Thomas Fortune Ryan was the greatest benefactor of the Roman Catholic Diocese in Richmond in the decades before the Great Depression.
So would that be like he was able to tap into the trust the most and transfer that stuff?
Well, he looks like Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, I ain't got it on the screen.
Yeah, just look at him.
But
he looks like
I'm not
Theodore
mistaken.
Roosevelt.
Like I believe you right now, bro. I believe because
bro.
we beat him about 7-8 times.
Bro, I follow this nigga face everywhere. Ain't no, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't fooling me.
Ain't no denying, bro. They passed the paternity test, bro. Flying colors.
These motherfuckers ain't fooling me one bit, buddy. I just look at these folks and be like, damn. Again, same motherfuckers over and over. They're a president here, but they're a banker and exterminators on the other side of the damn planet. So, anything else?
Nah, that's it, sir. That's it,
my man. I'll see you in a minute, champ. Thanks for the call.
Trust indeed. Peace.
My man. There's another great call, another great conversation. Do your research on what people are saying when they call in, so your brain will be working, so you'll have something to say, so you're not just out there just like, oh, I'm gonna wait for somebody. It's only so long that you can fake it. So let's check this out. I'm gonna give y'all a cool little history lesson real quick, and it's gonna show you a little bit on the history of Iberia and what you were doing up there. So if you don't know nothing about Iberia, we developed that whole nation. We were turning that into a free nation, just like as we ordered a king. And a lot of the people ended up betraying and enslaving the African Americans who went over there to help. And actually Marcus Garvey and them, after the overtaking here in 1906, they were a part of the establishment that helped convince a lot of y'all forefathers to go to Africa, only to be slaughtered. So we'll continue. Let's listen to this.
1847, when these I could start this story in 1847, when this region in West Africa officially became the nation of Liberia, elevated to be the second black republic in the world after Haiti at the time. Or I could start it more than a century later, when back-to-back civil wars ravaged the nation due to sustained economic and political suppression. Or I could start it today and talk about how 5% of Liberia's population of 5 million people is descended from African American settlers. For me, the story of Liberia started taking shape most directly in 1816, when the number of free blacks in the United States was on a steady rise. That was when a group of Americans founded the American Colonization Society, ACS, to deal with the problem of the growing number of free blacks in the United States by resettling.
Now, wait a minute. Those are your black people right there. You see them? Those is Negroes. I know my people. Anywhere. Daryl, I'm not in a minute. Daryl, trust me when I tell you, I'm not in the business of caring about what you got to say. Daryl, you can call it in. You can call it in, champ. I'm not doing that with you people any longer. If you got information on this, you should have been in my Discord dropping bombs, bro. Don't be up in there playing around, typing to type, thinking you have a home here. You don't. You better get up in and do that homework since you know so much.
Them in Africa.
Now look at our people and look at their people. That's separation. Look.
The biggest question at the time facing the leaders of America was what to do about slavery, whether to continue, whether to abolish it, whether the country could really be a home to free black people.
No. Look, free black people. From where? From America. Now, they went to Iberia, liberty. That's what it's called, liberty. We gave them liberty. They gave you a statue of liberty for thanking to give them liberty, and they usurped your nation. You gave them upstanding. You ever heard your great-grandparents say, we stood them upright. We brought them into the law. We showed them Africans how to be orderly. We showed these so-called different native tribes just 100 and 200 years ago how to fork, spoons, cars, drives. Since they took us down, Africa went to shit. They helped them do that, and in turn, they were destroyed because of their betrayal of God's people. They don't understand why they're in such dire situation. Press one, they don't even understand. So they are in big trouble, and they've been. When y'all see them little African commercials, and y'all see, just let it be known. Remember scripture when it say, "Remember what I've done to Egypt," and just I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but even the Africans to tell you that nigga right, bro. We kind of fucked up. Joining in with Leopold and that army to take y'all over, and they destroyed us. They took all the land, made us dig the mine, made us little. Yeah. Who else they gonna get to do it? You gotta have monkey mind to hang with them. You gotta believe that you come from an ape and put this hat on. You see, you gotta be able to identify your people, not just because they black, because Tariq Nasheed said it. Umar Johnson, our brother Polite, none of these guys. You got to be able to look and tell. Even if you're not our people, you got to be able to look and tell. You do. That's why you here, to help awaken the masses. You got to let it all go, Neo. Your feelings, your little racist propaganda. I'm sorry. I had to tell you the good news. I'm sorry, man. I want to believe your little made-up story too, but the more research I do, it all goes back to Mr. Gillespie. So I can't. Honoring you will be just doing myself a disservice, and I'd rather not. I don't do bad things, so I can do it. I want to see how far my name goes. And if it's the founding fathers of these mines and these coal mines, and they was helping our people survive in the Underground Railroad, and scripture is talking about this in real life, dealing with law and the people, you got to be able to identify. Remember, like Taj said, that remind him of Jeremiah. Exactly what I was saying. Go back to Jeremiah. That's quite similar. That story there is very peculiar to going and purchasing land before the captivity in 1906, before the fall, so that when it happens, it'll all be made together by law, in law, when the right circumstances in law are presented to the world. So, like Taj said, or Taj no, you can't. Taj probably say, "Damn, Kev, there's nothing nobody can really do about the unveiling of history, time, the manipulated who people are in the world. If God written it that every nation should return back to His, that's called separation. It's going back into who you are, not the false American ideology, Nazi mindset that you brought with you. No, that's Nazi. That's the not. When you see Adolf Hitler, he was wearing an American flag, for sure. All of y'all were. So it's important that we stay on task. Look, did the American colonize Iberia? Yes.
And enslaved black people at the same time. This was about 40 years before the United States would abolish slavery. Welcome to Reason Africa. The idea of an African American
Look, this is how they became American. Look.
colony in Africa was a fascinating question, with an obvious answer to many in the United States, but with a more complicated explanation. A colony for blacks outside the United States had been proposed several times.
Martin, no, excuse me. Your emancipation was Exodus when Abraham Lincoln, and emancipation, that was all a contract to get you to go back to Africa. I don't even know why I saw that in them talking about we need to go. Nigga, go. Go to Africa. Go. You free, remember? Go. Take your ass to Africa. Punk, press the button. Punk, you scared to go to Africa because you'll be forced to wear sandals. It won't be a choice no more.
Not like this. Not like this.
In America, there's a choice if we want to wear them. You're going to be forced to wear them. Press 1. In America, it's a choice to wear that dashiki outfit. Over there, you're going to wear it. Press 1. You're going to put that head wrap on, young woman. And you're going to be obedient to the laws of Africa. Press 1. I don't know where you think you fooling. You're not fooling me. Press 1. You ain't fooling Kev. You can fool him. You ain't fooling me. You're not going anywhere, buddy. You're afraid to go home. They're going to eat you in your brain. They're going to eat you. One.
Beginning in the 1700s, but it was the American Colonization Society's formation in 1816 that provided the impetus to make it a reality.
Look, now these are the real Africans. Look at the many different white people you see right here. You see that little Nazi prick behind him, and facts.
The Colonization Society attracted a mixed bag of supporters.
And these are all the subverters.
Slave owners pushed for free black people to be sent away from the United States because, according to them, they undermined the institution of slavery.
This is gonna hurt.
They could have helped other slaves escape or even...
Look what they was doing over there. So all the pictures y'all see of our people, that's what they had them doing at the labor camps. Press 1, that's not our life, bro. That's not our life.
Not like this.
They gonna say, y'all was picking cotton. Look, the slave. That's how the world proved you was a slave, by this. They was doing this in Iberia, bro. Building up. This is crazy.
And was rebel. 5 years after its formation, the ACS launched its first trip to Liberia.
Ain't that West Africa? Ain't that West Africa? So they trying to say they brought you as a slave from where? West Africa. But they didn't bring you from West Africa. Your forefathers went there. You see, they didn't bring you. You're not West African. There's not nothing real. So these blacks in America that are truly from different tribes of this Middle East area, northwest, southeast of there, press one. They trying to convince you you're from West Africa while they are. Get out of town, bro.
And founded a settlement and named it Monrovia, after U.S. President James Monroe, which later became the capital of Liberia, the oldest modern republic in the region.
We built y'all.
Over the decades, the number of blacks sailing to Liberia steadily increased.
I don't even know why they put ships that got fucking wind on there. I don't know why they trying to make it look like some old ships when we all definitely know we had steam-powered, coal-powered ships. I don't know why they think we was dealing with sails at this time, but continue on with the rubbish.
Upwards of 12,000 freeborn and formerly enslaved black Americans, out of an approximate 4 million of them, emigrated to Africa.
Look.
Not like this.
Exodus.
Not like this.
Oh my goodness.
The widely...
This is Marcus Garvey and them getting them on the Black Star Line. Look, I thought it was... Wait a minute. I thought it was sailboat. Look at the steam-powered ships. Look. This is real. This is real. This is not fake. This is not illustration, buddy. Buddy. This is no illustration, sir. This is not picture of artwork. This is real. This is us moving your black ass. Pleasant. Remember at the ports? Boom. You won't want this smoke. I talk different.
Not like this.
Boom, nigga.
Not like this.
You ain't never even seen yourself at the port like this. Kev is bringing you the truth. I does the research. I does the research to be able to perform. You feel me, Ollie? That's why Ollie like that. That's my king right there. That's my dog. That's why Ollie sit back and play video games, look at the damn feed the dog, don't even call in. That's my dog. That's Kev. He gonna do this shit every time. That's my nigga. You damn right, sir. Impressed, boy. Then Marley sit back and just sit back, Marley. We gonna bring it on home, Marley. You just sit back, Marley. And I told you, you had to be told, Marley, and then you had to be showed, Marley. Like G Deal, nigga. You had to be showed, Marley. We don't got our people on the goddamn boat. Look at this.
He expected mass exodus of African Americans to Liberia, immigrated
mass exodus. Go ahead.
To Africa. The widely
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I apologize. Mass exodus. I gotta go back. Unfucking believable. We talking about a mass exodus from America, from Africa. No, from America to Africa. 4 million Jews. Press 1. 4 million. Help me understand that. Hold up. Where my history? Why it didn't come up? I accidentally cut it off and it. How the hell? It's not in my history or nothing, but let me find it real quick. 4 million blacks. What they say? How many people died in it? 4 million. Come on, y'all.
widely
4 million. Who is this? 354 Fun.
Yeah,
Coffee and Kush TV. Who on the air? What's your name? Where you standing from?
yeah, this Rio Kel calling in from Georgia.
What's up?
What's up, man? Hey, man, I just, first of all, before I get started, I want to
Sir,
apologize to class
sir,
and let them know.
sir,
All
sir,
right, I'm just
sir.
saying.
Call back. I don't know what you saying. What I'm saying is this is my class. I don't know what you apologizing for in my class when I'm talking about something. I don't care about yesterday. I keep telling you, I don't care about yesterday. Yesterday is yesterday. I'm not a person who wakes up thinking about yesterday. Okay? I gotta go. I gotta move. There's nothing to apologize to a classroom full of niggas who don't do no homework. I'm trying to tell y'all. So don't even do it. Niggas don't do homework. Who you apologizing to? You're not confusing my class at all. Press 1. It's not happening, sir. The classroom today is these black people we got up here. Y'all see the switch being happening? These are ended up being gold ships. More than likely, all these blacks was being shipped off like a bug.
Expected mass
And
exodus
look at the Victorians. Look how they dressed. All them black people, listen, all them black people was getting rounded up out of the scares of America. They was getting shipped up out of here. Protection in Liberia and other crown towns. Facts. This is embarrassing that I got to do it like
of
this.
African Americans to Liberia never materialized in the grand scale it was expected. However, the settlers built schools, churches, and roads and formed a government modeled on the United States systems. The only problem was that the area already had inhabitants, and they were not very happy to see newcomers come in and take their land.
Told you. So now look at that. Now look at that.
And formed a government modeled on the United States systems. The only problem was that the area already had inhabitants, and they were not very happy to see newcomers come.
So we newcomers. I thought those was our brothers. I thought brother. These are my people, are African people. Yes, brother. I thought they was our people. This is not our people. They were very, 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 very pissed off to see black people from America. Oh, hell no. Not these niggas. That's y'all history. My African brothers in America. Y'all never liked us. Ever. When it was y'all to help, it was y'all turn to help us. Press 1. When it was y'all turn to help us, y'all went with the French and helped genocide us out and attacked us right there. Press 1. It would never change. Y'all not finna fool me. I don't know who you think you smiling at. Press 1. Bottom of the feet looking like bubble gums of Air Force Ones and shit. I don't give two shits. Press 1. You gonna get this work. Fat foot, mud foot bastards. Press 1. You gonna get this work. Press 1. Fact. You was right there with them to help betray and overthrow God's people. Benjamin. Issachar. Press 1. You was right there. That's why they don't talk about the French or the cabal, none of that. They stay talking about what jeans you shouldn't be wearing. They don't want to talk about the manly things of life. They just like to scream with microphones like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Press 1. They don't like to talk about the realities of life. So I gotta break them down. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. There's over 250 people in this chat. If everybody right now, right now, went to my Cash App and put $1, we up $250. That way one person don't have to cover the whole thing. Hit that Cash App. You gonna get a shout out too. I usually don't do this, but press 1. The 250. Come on, fella. Come on, fella. It's football for us by us. 424-209-9506 before I continue on in the program of Africans not liking us. Ever since Iberia. That's why they be looking at me like this. I hate you. Oh, you? I hate you. Oh, you can see. Press 1. I'm just telling you right now. Y'all families, they gonna hate me. They gonna look at me like this. That's why I can't date foreigners. They gonna be like this. Oh, hell nah. Press 1. If you like Spanish women, they gonna be like, oh, you can't date him. If you it don't matter. Bahamas, it don't matter. They ain't fucking with us. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up? Coffee and Kush, you're on the air. What up? I'm sorry. Yes, you are. Hit the like button and subscribe.
And take their land. The relations of the African American settlers with the natives was strained right from the get-go. The natives saw the black Americans
So
as
this the flag. They don't like us.
no more than dark
Marcus Garvey and them got us over there. And when Marcus Garvey and them got us over there, he had his little cousins and them waiting on us.
Not like this. Not like this.
Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Garvey betrayed the African Americans. When we got to France, boy, it was with Leopold and them. They changed their hats, them little red things they wear with the little automobiles they drive during parades. These motherfuckers went full-fledged. Hey, I'm like Himmler. That's one. You said you needed them. I know what I said. I'll turn your ass around, boy. My name is Daniel. Your name is Toby. Nah, I'm Dikembe Mutombo. My name is Michael Johnson. Your name what? I've seen this movie before, but it was in reverse. My name is Kevin Gillespie. Your name is Dikembe Mutombo. You're going to lose all sense of yourself when I'm finished with you, boy. They told us the story in reverse. They said, my name is Daryl Johnson, man, the third. No, you're not. Your name is X now. We're going to put an X on your name, and X marks the spot. I reckon you boys must get out of town and get on them shrimp boat business. Press 1, because we coming. We's a coming at high noon. Press 1. Jeez Louise.
skinned occupiers. On the other hand, the African American settlers regarded the natives as uncivilized. The settlers American settlers regarded the natives as uncivilized.
Look, he switched it up on it. This is our shit over here. We still red, white, and blue, right? They supposed to be the Lone Star State, right? Look at this. Look at this. That's they shit. This shit is hilarious.
Regarded the natives as uncivilized. The settlers marginalized the indigenous population and reduced them to the status of servitude. The fact
Look, now watch this.
that they freed enslaved who opted to return to Africa, where they hoped to enjoy complete liberty, would oppress other Africans, is one of the ironies of history.
So the few blacks that went over there thought they can control all of the black people that over there. Right. Now that I've given you history and you've built them up, you know the difference in story. Oh, yeah, they went over there trying to. That's the same thing they said about King George in Britain. Oh, yeah, everybody else is slave trading but you. Even Negroes.
By the 1840s, many European countries had established colonies around Liberia and were pressuring
Now,
the
check this out. That don't make sense anyway, because we went to build the nation up. That's the cold thing about it. It'd have been different if y'all was building up things. It wouldn't even been established. It wouldn't even been on the west coast of Africa and Iberia right now to this day, still associating itself with us. Come on now, if that was true.
colony, the ACS, and even the United States to clarify
the whole thing is French. Look, the whole nation is French. And there's one place has an American, a small American influence. The whole place is French. That's why when you got there, it was so easy for them to say, "We got you. Put your hands up and surrender so that your kids may live back at home." You want to know how all them black people, 10 million people, ended up under the Pope, under the Catholic Church? Surrender and put your hands up. You just don't know. You lost 4 to 10 to 20 million black Americans that was sent there, and their bones is still on the walls of the Catholic Church and under the Vatican. Now let your mind seek around that.
Liberia's role and identity. Could Liberia broker treaties and trade agreements? Could it levy taxes? And could England or France annex the area if it was not claimed by any other country? Joseph Jenkins Roberts, a man born free in Virginia, who was the colony's first black governor in 1841, declared Liberia's independence in 1847.
Now wait a minute. So stop. So there it is. We created you. We established that so you can work in the Americas and have a free a shipping port from there to the Americas under our rule, and you can be an indentured worker and work your way up to being emancipated once you understand what a citizen is, a civilian is, what this grand idea is that you somehow know today. Come on.
In efforts to establish a sovereign state, and was elected president.
That's why it's a sovereign state. Because we are sovereigns.
Next year, the Declaration of Independence made Liberia the first black-ruled republic in Africa. But simmering tensions between the settlers and the indigenous people continued to grow and fester within the new nation.
Y'all went over there and they said, "I don't believe this shit. These motherfuckers is living." Sheesh.
Many of the immigrants died due to diseases, countless wars with the natives and other causes. Yet, little by little, they established themselves as a...
Now, that ain't them no more. Now, that's not them anymore. Now, these are black foreigners standing with the Pinkertons behind them. They're no longer you. They're Africans. They came home like aliens coming home as Africans, dressed in American garments. Yeah, we won the war. Yeah. It was just them. Marcus Garvey. These guys are in full military guard to the left. Those are French and German attires. Let's go. Those are German attires and Frenchmen.
Elites. Due to fears of the impact a free nation could have had on the issue of slavery in the United States, America did not recognize the nation it had played a role in creating.
Look, the USA Corporation didn't recognize where the free blacks was. So what did that do? Cut them off.
Until much later, many people believe it's an oversimplification to say that African Americans colonized Liberia. So let's investigate and share your thoughts in the comment section below. When the first settlers came ashore in the region, they were not welcomed, not really. The immigrants' takeover of land and the injection of US customs and religion into their culture was resented by locals. Some mainstream scholars have argued that, in a sense, Liberia is a mirror image of the United States.
Told you.
and its conquest, and
But
later
it wasn't the USA, because the USA denied Libya, leaving our people stranded after the takeover coup d'etat here after 1880, not after 1898 really, but really after 1906, after they really start dumping y'all over there and over long periods of time for labor camps and work, they end up with J.P. Morgan saying, leave their ass there.
settlement by Europeans. The American Colonial Society acquired Cape Mesurado, a 36-kilometer-long strip of land near present-day Monrovia, from the then indigenous ruler, with a threat of force if he declined to sell. The colony was extended along the coast as well as inland by use of force against native tribes. The immigrants created the same.
That's like native tribes. Wait a minute. Y'all got sticks and bamboos? Or what is this?
Exclusionary practices they left behind in the States, and intentional or not, sowed the seeds for future civil conflict. Native tribes. The immigrants created the same exclusionary practices they left behind in the States, and intentional or not, sowed the seeds for future civil conflict. They took a completely new political system.
Now, them are not African. Look at this. Look at this.
That the natives knew
These
nothing
are the natives. So the French now are going to raise the natives up against the intruders.
about and dominated
Facts. Facts. Facts.
the political system for almost
Ethiopians, all
150 years. This is linked to a little-known historical fact. A short-lived nation called the Republic of Maryland, which comprised of black immigrants from the U.S. state of Maryland,
Come on.
before merging with the Republic of Liberia. Upon formation of
Oh my goodness.
modern Liberia, Americo-Liberians treated the natives as white Americans had treated them, as second-class citizens and not deserving of the vote, very similar to South Africa's apartheid struggle that was dominated by an elite minority group who kept a tight rein on power. It was not until the 1940s that the native Africans got the right to vote in national elections. You'd imagine that since the immigrants who were former slaves
Now do y'all understand it? They're being allowed to assimilate by way of Iberia. Do you see it? We already had the right to vote. We was already free. It's all about workers and indigenous. It's all, see, the worker unions at the times are the ones who ideologically, illegally subverted the nation and who stand charged for treason, even to this day, because it's still in effect, it's still law, and what they've done, it's only written in history. It's only 100 years old. Incredible.
themselves would know what it feels like to be subjugated and oppressed. Instead, they established their own system of oppression and domination.
But you see that one person at the top? That's the king. You guys got rid of the king and start looking at the king as if it's terrible and not enough, right? And the workers say, we're going to look how they act, and there's one structure and all of this. They put up all these graphs. Then they overthrow with other Africans, and then it turns out the Africans are now enslaved with them. They never was your friend.
All economic and political power in
Look, Liberty, the Smurf hat. Look, here it comes, the true wigs. Here's the Smurf hat.
the country was concentrated through the true Whig
What do they call that? The Taj.
party. They controlled the government, the economy, and the state. Another issue at play was slavery. It was widely understood that African natives benefited from slavery by selling some Americo-Liberian ancestors into slavery in
Not like this.
If the American Liberian ancestors
Not
are
like
what?
this.
That's our people who went over there, Marcus Garvey and them sold you. Don't you get it? Marcus Garvey and them sold you. They sold you to French as debt workers and slave workers. Live, 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 live. Now your whole life you about to pay this debt to try to make it back home. Now you got to pay this debt. You caught. Now you got to buy your way out of what? Bondage. Now they got you. The French Legion, which are Africans who assumed the role, and oh my goodness, you know
the Americas, as they were middlemen in the business.
Told you.
So perhaps this was a
these Moors are the middleman of the business, bro. What did Nip say? Taking out the middleman. What? Okay, this is your middleman in the business.
from slavery by selling some Americo-Liberian ancestors into slavery in the Americas, as they were middlemen in the business. So perhaps this was a contributing factor why Americo-Liberians didn't cut any favors to the natives. In a short amount of time, abuse ensued. Lack of property rights for natives and forced labor without pay was the order of the day, which prompted a League of Nations investigation. Their report,
there's the League of Nations. There they are. Now, is the League of Nations a legal entity? No. They're being asked. They're asking with the World Fairs if they can come here and just... Oh my goodness. Now they're investigating this back home. Go ahead.
Was damning. They found that certain Liberian officials forced natives to work on projects and even sent them out to labor on plantations abroad. Intimidation, humiliation, and compulsion were common methods used. Unfortunately, although the United States stood in an essentially similar relationship to Liberia as Britain did to Sierra Leone, and more distantly as France does to its former colonies in...
They just told on themselves. Look, we got France. They fucking trying to limit it. The beers is funny. We freed Liberia and Sierra Leone. We freed them all from France, and they betrayed us. We freed them all from France.
West Africa. It consequently
We freed them from France, you guys.
avoided the duties implicit in that relationship. In spite of American enormous influence there, the United States never seriously urged reform against the oppression of natives by the elite of Liberia's ruling.
Now you got the whole Indian story, but it's really dealing with all them immigrants over there. Let's go.
Class. Tensions finally boiled over in 1980 when indigenous Africans carried out a coup which marked an end to the settlers' dominance as well as the beginning of 16 years of political instability. Class. Tensions finally boiled over in 1980 when indigenous Africans carried out a coup which...
Wow. 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 Wow.
which marked an end
Against your own brother. Them ain't our people. Oh no. Make sure y'all support this broadcast. I'm going to do my shout outs in a second. You want to be brought up in a shout out as a contributor to the program and the many programs we got ahead. Please hit that cash app. My cash tag is Gills Gang for show. And not for show, but Gills Gang. The link is somewhere around here in the chat room. And just support the brother. Support the broadcast. Support. This is the real deal. This is real history. I'm telling you, I have to tell you this way because I got to unprogram you, reverse engineering from a psychological level. But this is it here.
to the settlers' dominance, as well as the beginning of 16 years of political instability. From there, we all know how the story went. Charles Taylor was found guilty by the ICC and is currently serving time for war crimes. With increasing intermarriages in recent decades and warming of relations between Americo-Liberians and indigenous Liberians, the Republic of Liberia is today a stable democracy and is continuing its journey of development as a strong member of the community of nations. America's influence remains strong in the country. The Liberian flag closely resembles the stars and the stripes of the US flag. Some architecture in the country resembles 19th century houses. English is the official language, and the US dollar
Told you. Now look.
is generally accepted as currency.
Gotcha.
I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please hit like and subscribe if you did.
I sure did enjoy that. The reason why I brought up the beers, because you're dealing with oil tycoons and diamond mine burglars and other things that's going there. They are, in fact, guilty of coup d'etat-ing you. Just like in the Americas, it's the same thing. Everything we said they did to us in America, your African brothers did it right there and sold you after that into bondage. It's facts. Marcus Garvey, all them Black Star Lines. Oh, you got to go back to Africa. All of these are tricks to get you off the land and get you over there somewhere mentally. Who knows what they get paid to uproot you? You probably go to Africa knowing one of these people. You get over there, they'll get you up out of here and process your body for diamonds. They'll never find your ass again. He went to Africa. Yes, I never tricked them to go to Africa. They never found them again. Them people don't like us. We are not Africans. Africans ain't even Africans. Hit that like button and subscribe. I want to do some shout outs to the people who support this broadcast for show. Before we get into the next video, if there's going to be a next video, shout out to C. Lewis, Mrs. Hornick, Stevens, Rashawn Stevens, R.T. Bell, Kanisha White, Deborah Nichols, Waterworld. Shout out to y'all, Paul Hamilton, Bocat. Shout out to you guys for this beautiful, beautiful display and thought process of a show we got, y'all. Let me go here real quick so I can bring this last video up real quick to be able to show you. We built them up. Without us, they can't do anything. That's why they're under the power of the French and India and China and all of these different things. Press 1. They don't care. Would you think you free? Haitians think they free. Who cares? Americans think they free. Who gives a fuck? Gives a shit. Hit the like button. Now let me show you how connected they really are. They truly have a history together. Don't be like, oh, Kev, them is not right. No, them are not our brothers. Y'all Africans, go on home. Go ahead. You helped destroy the African Americans. Press 1. They helped. You know how I know? Look, De Beers Diamond Company, black labor in it. Look, they love it because it didn't have nothing to do with them. They just like the IWW. They saw blacks using processors and extracting and becoming more prominent, even them on their own land. They helped the French destroy them because they don't have no freedom. They don't even know what it's like to be free, bro. And y'all giving way. Y'all don't know how good you got it here. Like I always say, go home. You don't like America? Go home back to Ukraine, Poland, Africa, wherever you say that nation is that you came from. Just go home. Because it's just getting packed around here. You can go, bro. You don't have to complain. Just go. Y'all taking up all our reparations anyway. Just go home. See, the Africans, they need to be under the white man's rule. They love the white man more than the white man love himself. They love the white man. The white man, the Africans love that white man, bro. They just want to please him. And if you say something against the white man, can be like, "Oh, that's true." And I say that black nigga gonna come out of nowhere. You shouldn't have said that, man. You made the white man feel bad. He agreed with me. Yeah, but bro, you know, man, there ain't too many of us around. But shut up, punk. There ain't too many of us work here, man. He ain't gonna fire you or me. Bro, you tripping. Anyway, let's look how closely connected these people are with overthrowing you.
Nikki Oppenheimer.
Oh, man, look at Oppenheimer. Oh, my goodness. What's his name? Oppenheimer. What'd he do? Diamonds and build atom bombs and keeps people adamant about having nothing.
Chairman of De Beers. For over 100 years, the hub of a global diamond empire greets the who's who of the current ANC government of South Africa, including the deputy president, Phumzile Lambonuka, one of the most powerful.
Told you. He right there with them. Don't think they had them in slavery. They betrayed us. These ain't our brothers and sisters because this one can make an afro.
Powerful politicians in the country.
You finally own everything and you just throw a big party for them. Yeah,
They are
right.
here to open Diamond World.
Look,
a
opening
theme
Diamond
park
World.
devoted to the commodity that. They are here to open Diamond World, a theme park devoted to the commodity that built South Africa, diamonds. Then, as now, the state and
So the
De
De Beers are part of this just destroying everybody. And you throw a fucking De Beers fucking World Fair party of what great y'all being in collusion with developing. Get out of town.
Beers stand firmly at each other's side. Only this time, the state is black.
This indeed is a splendid occasion, and it's fantastic for De Beers to have played a role in this process and getting us where we are today.
I told you. And how many Africans were murdered? Well, 10 to 20 million. Ain't got nothing to do with them. Has everything to do with Oppenheimer and the atom bomb. That's why. You're not finna just laugh with them after they destroyed the world and no, you guys are with them. Press 1, with them completely.
Huge things are being done here, and it's particularly important to appreciate what diamonds have done for South Africa.
At the height of its power, De Beers controlled over 90% of the world's diamonds. It was one of the most successful monopolies in history, and it was built on the backs of cheap black labor.
I told you, from America. Told you. We built them up. They said, show us how to do it. So as we built them up, we gave them history. They made it seem like they did it. So our inventions became theirs with a quick swap. You see how easy it is? They didn't do it here. They did it there and made their history of our work, which we were already doing here, world history here in America. And that's why you don't really see. I don't exist there. I didn't graduate not one of their schools to be confined to the thought process of this is true. So I've always had an open mind. Not because I just didn't get the programming everybody else got. And it allowed me to be able to see the switch. See, you went there as servants. They sold you into bondage. Marcus Garvey and them. You went over there, built that shit up. And then when they took over, all of your things was left there. Your inventions, your clothes, technologies, all being traded where? Back in the Americas. So their gateway is really Iberia into New York, West Africa. That's really the trade that they're saying is a slave trade. It's really just a large immigration in the early 1900s, White Island, Liberty City, and all of these things because they supposedly got their liberty. You know, they subverted you. Let's go. They overthrown you. Look how these people sitting. We the only ones who do this. When I'm sitting out rolling the blunt, I will sit like this on a curb. Look, you're different, bro. You are different, champion. Bro, when I got to the East Coast, them niggas was out there like, bro, y'all really sit like this on just like this. Roll that up. Here. It's nothing, bro. We're different. We look different. We act. Look at the dude in the back smiling. The dude in the back with his fist up in the back. Dude smiling in the back like, yeah. Y'all tripping, bro. These are y'all forgotten heroes who sacrificed their lives. Those are all our people back there. Concentration camps, bro. They tricked us. Look.
The
Trapped
De
in
Beers
time.
mines
Look.
made use of the segregated compound system. Miners were virtual prisoners unable.
Miners were what? Prisoners, bro.
Mines made use of the segregated compound
Look.
system. Miners were virtual prisoners unable to leave until their contracts were up.
Not like this. Not like this.
Y'all gotta support this broadcast, bro. I don't even know what else to say. Hit that cash app, bro. Y'all gotta support this broadcast. It's a wrap. Told you. I told you.
Virtual prisoners unable to leave until their contracts were
They
up.
had you hostage.
They made use of the pass laws.
There you go. Look.
Once released from the compounds, miners had no free movement in the country. Their pass was good only for a return trip to their homeland.
Not like this. Not like this.
That takes me back to J.P. Morgan and them making that deal with the king saying, yeah, we got your boys over there. We got your kids hostage. We got them. Give everything. There it is. Look at your boys.
De Beers shaped many of the systems on
Show us how y'all make them diamonds.
which apartheid was later based.
How you make coal. Show us how you do that.
The whole country would become not unlike a De Beers diamond mining camp.
Oh my goodness.
When the apartheid regime collapsed and the ANC came to power in 1994, everyone wondered if the De Beers empire would survive under the new regime.
They wasn't even dressing like that back then.
But De Beers' overwhelming presence in South Africa's economy is what saved it.
Told
The
you.
ANC,
It took all this to save their economy.
like the apartheid government before it, depends on De Beers to sustain the economy.
Damn, they need De Beers to sustain the economy. So all this is cap. You need me, boy.
So at Diamond World, exploitation has become nostalgia. The children of the miners are the new rulers. Then, as now, the state has an interest in diamonds. And diamonds will serve anyone. Anyone with money and power.
Wow.
White or black.
Wow. 424-209-9506. That was enough for you to call in, contribute, whatever. Make it happen, Captain. 424-209-9506. The destruction and the Holocaust continues. The Black Holocaust continues with more and more information. I won't stop. I get supported too much to stop. So support the broadcast. 424-209-9506. Call it in. We're going to continue these conversations. Shout out to Wakanda for sure. Shout out to y'all for doing the work. I'm really calling on the fellas to work. But fellas, I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all too slow. Y'all too slow to fight for your brotherhood. That's why I know God has put me around women because women are my biggest supporters when it comes to this knowledge and wisdom. He even say that about Christ. He even say them was his biggest supporters was women. And it ain't talking about finances or nothing like that. It's really just the work ethic and the faith that it take that it take really deals in the black woman like that, bro. So it's about awakening them. I'm trying to help you too, fellas, but they raise the children. They raise our bastard children and stuff like that. So they gotta really understand how to install that with a new mind state when dealing with the males. You know, a lot of us don't have the courage to speak up, and that's all right. We wasn't born with that type of courage shit. It be like that. But I got it. And others around this nation got it. So I encourage y'all to call in and speak for your ancestors you talk about so much, who was destroyed by atom bombs going off around the internet. You feel me? A lot of people see that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. If you don't got faith, you don't got no power. You're fucked up. You're fucked up. Shout out to Shiva. She's in the fucking Discord going crazy. Press one. I'm finna bring this up right now. I'm dealing with the same topic because it's real. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all dudes, y'all brains gotta go to work like this. You feel me? Y'all brains gotta go to work with that. Amanda sent me that other shit dealing with the what did we just watch? That was done. This is done by Wakanda, bro. I can't stress this enough. There's only so much that I can do to encourage you, but I hope, if anything else, the American Jubilee will help. The Diamond Jubilee. Press one. Look, they're shooting down the American Negro right there. Look, the Diamond Jubilee, Illinois Writers Post, 1940. We supposed to been have our Jubilee. We was supposed to been have our Jubilee. Press one. They took the Liberty Bell right up out of there. Look. Boom. That's why George Washington cut them off at the cherry tree. Look. See, you got to be able to read the pictures. Now we dealing with the Jubilee. Why would George Washington go buy land knowing that? Why? Because he knew what they were going to do, what they were up to the whole time. It never stopped him from being himself. Like Nipsey Hussle. He knew, but it never stopped him from being himself. Me. I know. It ain't never stopped me from being Kevin. You feel me? Life goes on. You know, we got to wake up every day and fight this good war. But we talking about the American Negro, the Diamond Jubilee. The Diamond Jubilee. Shine bright light. You want reparations. Your mind should be on the Diamond Jubilee. Your mind should be on the advocacy. Standing down and standing up. Press one. Fight, having something to really think and fight for. The miners were trapped in the mines for this uncovering. Your people was destroyed only to be redeemed in the end. That's the good book. You had to go through everything to know that God put it that way because you disobeyed the law. If you remember the covenant, then you would know the law and know what the corporation and what the Congo companies and these false corporations that took over your homeland and developed international corporations under the guise of Disney and other fascist dead bodies of government. You got to remember the past because that's how you going to be redeemed, by knowing your history. That's how you prove yourself, unless you want to sit on the internet and worry about who telling on each other or worry about everybody else's history and try to put yourself in that. You should be tired of celebrating Halloween, dressing up every year as a fucking adult to play what? Necromancy? To play hoe or thug or pimp for the night? Nigga, I ain't going, bro. I'm going to bed, bro. The day I want to play those games, y'all, you won't even be ready. Press 1. Everybody want to dress up and then play these games. Okay. Y'all worship that stuff. Everything that's wrong over what's righteous. And that's why we're in a position. That's why the niggas is in that position and the women are in that position. It's just sad to see Sexy Red audience, not even her, the audience, to hear black women singing these songs, bro. It's sad, bro. So that's one of the reasons why I fight. Because everybody ain't going to make it. Everybody ain't going to wake up. Everybody ain't going to really see. But those of you who can and see why the cherry tree had to be cut down and all of that, you'll see the Moors betrayed you. As soon as you got there, they was ready for you. All to steal the trust. And if I get enough support on this channel, we're going to play that video of the trust being broken, the 13th Amendment, our favorite Liberian video of the trust and why you were done this way only to be redeemed in the end. I'll play that one. You feel me? But don't just sit there. Support this broadcast. I'm supported for sure. And those of you who support it, for sure, I'm talking to those who have it. Because I'm going to do my shout outs. Again, that's what I do. Again, Patreon. I gotta shout out. It's cool to. Who was just sending me things? I don't know nothing of it. Okay, I have these pictures. If you're not calling it in, 704, I don't know what to tell you. You feel me? 702, I don't know what to tell you. 753. If y'all not calling it in, then I don't need you to text me anything. My team and what I do is on my Patreon and the notes that we already have these notes that y'all keep sending me. That's why I did the show today. I do my show not for you to send me notes that we already have, for you to call it in. 424-209-9506. If not, I can hold it. It's nothing. Are we good? Well, no men, no fellas? For sure. No Benjamin? Nothing today. Benjamin, you at work today. All righty. All right. Let me see who else was up in here running their mouth. Let me see. Ali up in here. Ali, where you at? Life TV? Press 1. Life. Nothing from you today? Okay. Let me see who else up in here. All right. Let me see. C. Mosley still playing chat room junkie. Press 1. C. Mosley, this is your last day at the row. You don't call in today, this is your last day here, C. Mosley. C. Mosley, report to the principal office. This is your last day here. Loki Beats, what about you? I don't want you pressing 1. You not in my Patreon pressing notes. Why are you pressing 1? See, the other people who pressing 1, they belong here. They're supporters. They deliver messages. They present this Diamond Jubilee and all of this great information. Loki Beats, you're not doing nothing. Yeah, I treat this as like real life because when I step out my house, real niggas is outside. Real life is going on for me. So I can't sit and play on the internet. I'm not King AK. I'm not out in the wilderness nowhere. I'm not at the local Airbnb out the way talking hood, but I'm in the dirt. I'm not here to please you, Loki. You better show yourself approved. Your name is Loki. That's devil, and you're supposed to be smarter than that demon. Press one, wake up. Loki was the god of the underworld. So underground underworld beats, you better change your name into righteous names, bro. Your name in itself is destructive to yourself, and I won't allow that here. You can go to Nick Cannon's class with all that. Hit that like button and subscribe. No work from you either, Loki, right? I love y'all. Sisters, keep up the good work. Stay focused. Kev Row is for those who really go above and beyond and really enjoy the show. I love my students who sit back, take notes, don't call in, sit back, but don't disrupt my class at the same time. Type when they have to. Time. I love y'all just as much. But these guys, if you on my team, you got to be motivated. You're not finna come over here pressing one. You on my team, then you got to walk a certain way. You got to talk a certain way. There's some type of mentality you got to have when hanging out with Kev. You just can't hang around him saying, that's right. Pass the weed. See, that's right. It's not happening. So you don't want to communicate here, Loki? You can, this is your last day of school too. Hide user from this channel. Where's C. Mosley at? C. Mosley ain't called in? Fine, bro. Y'all have good lives, bro. I do not want y'all on my page. Y'all got that? All right. Expel. Next. Ali, where you at? Mr. Success Builder, help me help you. Press one. Help me help you, Mr. Success Builder. Y'all, what's up? Y'all in my class. I can't call on y'all no more. Jeez, Coffee and Kush TV. Well, ladies, it was a pleasure helping y'all understand a lot more. Caro University, thanks y'all. And shout out to my support group. Shout out to y'all. I really love everybody, but I'm fucking with those who fuck with me and helping this show become more. Because I got the urban conservative coming up, and that's fun urban political news in association with the bungalows. So I hope y'all enjoy that. Don't send me nothing. Let me make this clear. Nothing. I retired. Y'all, you always late. Don't send me nothing. If you have anything to send me, put it in my Patreon in the chat room. And everybody can see, everybody can take notes, everybody can take part, and everybody can stay up to date on the conversation. Okay? I'm not doing it no more. Once I'm off the internet, I'm
Thomas.
out of there. Thomas, you on the air? What up?
What's up, Kev? I found something, the Diamond Jubilee of Negro Progress.
Of Negro Progress? Okay.
Yeah, then I'm going to read that, but up under that, the next page is, here are important special days of the fair. And it's a long list, like Thursday, every day. So, it says, this is the first real Negro World's Fair in all history. This is the first real Negroes World's Fair in all history, and it is being held in Chicago, most accessible metropolitan center and vacation land for all Americans. Government departments and federal agencies are cooperating completely
Secretary of Agriculture Henry A. Wallace.
Oh, he hung up. He'll call back. He'll call back. I love it. My man hung up, or his phone went down, or something. He'll call back. Hopefully he does. This is great. This is actually great information. See, I told you. You brothers got to wake up. You brothers got to wake up. We was talking about the diamond jubilee, the sickle, and look at what they found. I went straight to research. As soon as he said the Negro progress, and look what I found already. See, y'all can find this stuff first. I don't have to be as smart as I am. You can be smart too. Press one, and now don't that look like the Japanese? Wait, what's this? What's this? All right, let me bring this up then. Let me put it here. Don't this look like the Japanese flag here? Now look at this. I'm going to also bring up another one. This is interesting. People, you have to realize what we are looking at. You got to realize what we're looking at here. Look at this ticket. Don't it look like it's all been destroyed? American Negro Exposition celebrates 25 years of Negro achievement. Look. July 4th, 1940 to September. Remember I told y'all the 4th of July was what? The barbecue. Remember we had that other ticket? It was free to go. They charging free stuff. We gonna get into these things at the university. Do your research. Be ready to call it in. You can do your research and give everybody your work if you want to, or you can call it in. I'm not giving them no more credit except to my students. Now it's just that's Kev. Now I'm just take it. I'm just take it. Yeah, look what I found. Press one. I'm not giving you no credit. You give it to me as mine. Press one. You give it to me. It's mine. Or you can show thyself approved and call it in. Look at this. American Negro Exposition. Trying to tell y'all.
Thomas.
Thomas, you on the air? What up, Thomas?
I didn't even know I got cut off.
Oh, you were just talking like I be
Well,
doing. You kept going, huh?
I was reading something.
I think you
I
pressed
just found
the
70.
I think you pressed the button.
I just found.
Go ahead.
Kev, I just found 76 pages about this.
For really? Okay.
So,
Jeez.
where was I at?
Sir, you just started and then it cut off like do. So I think your face or something hit the the button. But if you was talking that whole time, you might want to. You just said you found something, and then you start talking a little, and it went off. Go ahead. I've been waiting on you ever since.
All right, so this paper is called "The Diamond Jubilee of Negro Progress."
Go ahead.
All right, it says this is the first real Negroes World's Fair in all history. This is the first real Negroes World Fair in all history and being held in Chicago, most accessible metropolitan center and vacations land for all Americans. Government departments and federal agencies are cooperating completely.
Oh.
Secretary of Agriculture.
They ready up.
Secretary of Agriculture Henry A. Wallace has ordered the FSA, AAA, and U.S. Extension Service to prepare large exhibit Administrator Paul McNutt of FSA present displays prepared by NYA, CCC, and Social Security Board Departments of Education and
Here it
Public
comes.
Health
Here
Service.
it comes. That's a whole take. That's a whole administration. You go there, you giving up your sovereignty. Go ahead.
Under Administrator John Camardi of FWA, exhibits are shown for USHA, WPA, and PWA, while Secretary of Labor Francis Perkins has arranged for a labor exhibit flanked by a showing of Women's and Children's Bureau activities. Other agencies such as Julius Rosenwald Julius Rosenwald Fund, General Election Board, Harmon Foundation and Negro Schools, colleges, state departments of education, fraternities and sororities, national organizations, and business institutions are given full cooperation. In addition, while sections are devoted to religion, press, music, sports, stage, literature, arts, science, industry, social sciences, in fact, every phase of activity in which the Negro has achieved. The expedition will promote racial understanding and goodwill, enlighten the world of contributions of the Negro to the civilization.
Hold on, Thomas. This sound like a setup. This sound like that shit we was reading. Come on to get a new job. We need 300 new workers. Come on, man. We love Negroes, and we all right. But come on, Negroes. Come on down and get these jobs down here, and you'll be very well taken care of. Go ahead.
That's on page 13.
Oh, this fucking Thomas is so fucking blamed with this shit. Yeah, that's on page 13, sir. Jeez Louise. Go ahead, champion. Shit.
It said enlighten the world of contributions of the Negro to civilizations and make the Negro conscious of his dramatic progress since emancipation. The expedition produces amazing facts with complete proof to sustain the black man's claim that he has made large and valuable contributions to both American and world history. The exposition portrays in graphic fashion through the moral and exhibit the spectacular achievements of the American 10th citizen from his voyage to the New World with Columbus to his status in nations in 1940. It says over to the right of it, the Exposition Authority, Truman K. Gibson Jr., Executive Director, James W. Washington, the President, A.W. Williams, Secretary Treasurer, Claude A. Barnett, Member, Robert Bishop, Member,
Guilty.
L.L. Ferguson, Member.
Guilty on all counts.
It says United States Auxiliary Commission, U.S. Senator James M. Slattery, Congressman Arthur W. Mitchell, Dr. F.D. Patterson, President of Tuckasegee Institute, Wilson Lambert, Continental Illinois Bank, Secretary and Treasurer of U.S. Commission. It says Commission of the State of Illinois, Governor Henry Horner, Chairman, Civil Service Commissioner, Wendell E. Green, Vice Chairman, Rep. Charles J. Jenkins, Secretary, Senator Nicholas Hubbard, Senator A.L. Marovitz, Senator W.A. Wallace, Senator Arnold P. Benson, Senator Earl Searcy, Rep. August C. Grebe.
Where are they senators from? Where the fuck are these senators from? How many senators do you get? I mean, Does it say? It's just the motherfucker just
They,
senator this one and senator that one. Okay, I hear that word, but senator from where? Go ahead.
I believe, the senators from Thirst or Colas,
Okay, all of them.
all of them. So
That must
names
be
all the
California.
committee.
That must be California. Where you get a lot of delegates or something. Go ahead. Electoral votes. Hey, tell me something. I'm trying to find an excuse for these motherfuckers with all these delegates. Go ahead.
So it names the committee of the city of Chicago, but it still got the name that do stand out is I see ALD. Cohen,
Okay.
Oscar E. Hewitt, Commissioner of Public Works, Corporation Counsel, Honwa Jackson, and President of the School Board, Charles Crutchkoff. Crutchkoff.
Shit. That's Crutchkoff. That's Lord have mercy. That sound like a Nazi regime. Go ahead.
The board of directors is William P. Harrison, Chairman, Rev. I.A. Thomas, Vice Chairman A.W. Williams, Secretary L. Ferguson, Treasurer James W. Washington, Claude A. Barnett. I named those, but let me get to it's a lot of stuff. So here are the important special days of days at fair.
Go
We
ahead.
got Thursday, July the 4th, Chicago Day, City Commission and Citizens Committee
Ain't
cooperating.
that a barbecue day where we all go out and have barbecue and picnics?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. Very
Yes, yes,
significant.
sir. Yes, sir. July 5th, Women's Club Day, All Federated Women's Club, Northern District.
Oh my goodness.
July 6th, Illinois Manufacturers Day. July 7th, Churches Day, Big Choruses and Gospel Singing Ministers Committee.
Oh, that's great.
July 8th, Athletic Day, Sports.
Oh my
July
goodness.
9th, it's just blank. July 9th is just blank. It don't even say anything. But July 10th is
That motherfucker left that whole section blank. Oh yeah, this day. Oh yeah, ain't nothing went on around here at this time. Damn, go ahead. Sheesh. I felt that in my gut.
July.
Oh, ain't nothing that went on this day. It must have been snowing or something. Go ahead.
Hmm. Maybe that's the day they became white status or something.
Hold on. What's the date again? Well, everybody's about to Google this date and find something. What's the date again?
July 9th, what year we in? 1940. This August 12th, 1940. Well, no. I'm sorry. That's what the library thing stamps on there. I'm sorry. Well, the front of this thing that say American Negro Exposition, the first year it says 1863, and then it's got all the way to 1940. But it says Chicago Coliseum, July 4th, September 2nd, to September 2nd. Kind of like I got the full picture. July 10th is Mississippi Day. July 11th is Chicago Association of Commerce. Wow.
Damn.
That's That's the taking right there, right?
Yeah,
Ain't it?
that's what I'm saying. I'm listening to the whole takeover, like all of the things institutions needed to wipe you out of history is going on right here.
Oh, no,
I'm
number
surprised
12
Charles
is
Dawes ain't there. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised not that Charles wasn't there.
I,
But I guess Hitler had things
I
to
ain't even
do.
got. I ain't even got that far. It's a lot of pages to go through. Man. Uh, July 12th is Florida Day.
Go.
July 13th is New York and New Jersey Day. July 14th is Churches Day, big chorus and gospel singing.
Uh huh.
Uh, July 15th is Tennessee Day. 16th is Kentucky
Oh,
Day.
they must be doing a
17th
lot
is
of shipments
Louisiana.
on this day. This don't make no damn sense. What the fuck is y'all doing?
July 17th sound like the Louisiana Purchase and
Yeah,
some more
I'm gonna
things.
tell you like this: when they said they had trains, one train designed for every state, you're reading it. This is crazy to me. It's like, okay, okay, who's being sold? Wait. Okay, go ahead.
Uh, 17 is Louisiana Day. 18 is Georgia Day. 19 is North Carolina and South Carolina Day. Dang.
Those are all places in the
20
South
is
that we fled from. Why, why would these days even be brought up if we fled from these slave towns and this one? Come on, man. Go ahead, bro. I digress.
um, 20 is Lincoln, Illinois Day, Governor's Day, all Illinois cities. July 21st is Church's Day, big chorus and gospel singing minister and committee. Uh, Next is Virginia and West Virginia Day. 23rd is Booker T. Washington Tuckasegee, Alabama Day.
Oh my goodness.
24, 24 is Veterans Day, all veterans organizations, including War Mothers.
Oh, them the daughters of the Confederacy, and there here come here they all come right here. Here they about the Legion. Here come the Legion right here. Go ahead. The American Legion Society. Go ahead.
July 25th is Professionals Men and Women's Day, all professional and business clubs. July 26th is Missouri Day, St. Louis. July 27th is Public Schools Children's Day. Wow, I'm from St. Louis, so July 26th hit home crazy. Uh, July 28th is Church's Day again, big chorus and gospel singing.
That's right.
July 20, July 29 is Indiana Day, all Indiana cities. July 30th is Wisconsin Day, Milwaukee.
For people who
July
just got here,
31st
they
is
sure know enough about Indiana and these places piece by piece. They sure know a lot. They just been here. They ain't never been here. They here on tours. They sure knows a lot. Go ahead.
this is the plan of all plans, I guess.
This shit's scary to me. Sheesh.
Yeah. Uh,
That's like me going to
July
Russia
30th
and
was
having a day for Polish town or whatever exists there. I don't know about this stuff. Go ahead, man. I apologize. I digress.
so we got Wisconsin Day, Ohio Day, Wilberforce. Uh, Now we in August.
Oh my goodness.
Oklahoma Day,
Oh my goodness.
August 2nd, August 2nd, Pennsylvania Day, CCC Day. August 3rd is Michigan Day, Detroit. August 4th is Church's Day, big chorus and gospel
I
singing.
bet you niggas was getting dressed
August
up,
5th,
putting on their best clothes to go here. Got they rims shined up. Oh, it's our day today. Go ahead. go, go ahead. I see the whole setup right here. You know, niggas. Oh, it's South Central Day. Come on, guys. We gotta represent. Go ahead.
August 5th is Kansas Day. August 6th is American Woodman Day.
Oh my goodness.
August 7th, August 7th is Grand United Order of Odd Fellows Day.
Oh my goodness, that's the You know
Uh,
you know who the Odd Fellows are? That's Marcus Garvey and the gay homosexuality community. Shout out to them.
wow.
That's the Odd Fellows. There they
August
are. Let me say that name. What's his name? Noble Drew Ali. Odd Fellow. There they go. Go ahead.
August 8th is reserved in parentheses, and August 9th.
Damn.
August 10th, I don't even know what to say about that. When we go to August 10th is Boy and Girl Scouts Day.
Uh oh.
August Kev, I found I got some homework on the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts and the Indian Water Council.
Oh my goodness.
It's deep,
Well, I'm gonna save
but
that for the next show because we gonna continue to work. I'm gonna eat me some lunch. I need a Philly cheesesteak sandwich delivered. They screwed me over yesterday and delivered my meal to a new place, and truly fucked me up, man. So today I'm gonna eat my lunch and come back on a lot more information because you've been really sending me very important information. I want to make sure you get what you need to get off, given the topic. So I'll deal with you on that location. Go ahead on that situation. Go ahead, champ.
so August 11th is Church Day,
Again?
big chorus and gospel singing. Yeah, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
they brought the
That,
black
that's
people out
that's
then, didn't they?
that's the remix day.
Sheesh.
So we got Knights of Pythias Day, all branches.
Uh oh. That sounds like some
Wow.
Klansman
Then
stuff.
we get. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, you gonna find a clan. You gonna
August
find a clan right there. Go ahead.
August 13th is oh man, August 13th is African Pan American Day
There
and
they go.
AUK and D dot NA. I'm gonna say that again. African Pan American Day and AUK and DNA.
Huh?
Wow.
What?
African Pan American Day
Uh huh.
and AUK and DNA.
Oh my goodness. I don't. I'm scared to ask. The Africans gonna get mad at us for even looking at this type of shit. Go ahead, man. It's not our fault.
They got the answer about this now. This day right here.
All right, go
This,
ahead.
this is oh man. We're gonna talk about that later. But August 14th is Artist Day. August 15th is Fisk University Day. FISK
Yes.
University Day.
Yes.
August 16th is Ohio Day. August 17th is Miss Bronze America Day. August 18th is Church's Day, big chorus and gospel singing. August 19th is Mason's Day, all branches. August 20th, Royal Circle and Friends Day Convention.
Mm.
Royal Circle of Friends Day Convention.
That's crazy.
August 21st, Old Settlers Day and Do Sable Day.
Oh, that's on my birthday. We going. Go ahead.
August 22nd, YMCA and YWCA Day. August 23rd, Urban League and NAACP Day.
Houseby's a good Negro in 1903. Go ahead.
August 24th is Postal Alliance Day,
Oh
all
my
post
good.
office.
Oh, they all gonna line up till this day and do. Oh my goodness. Go ahead, bro. Can't make this shit up.
August 26th is Church's Day, big chorus and gospel.
Oh shit.
August 26th is Arkansas Day. August 27th is Texas, Oklahoma Day, 4-H clubs. August 28th is Aviation Day. August 29 is Chicago Clubs Day, all civic and social clubs. August 30th, Military Day. August 31st, Elks Day and Technical Day, technicians.
It sound like a bunch
Sunday,
of
September
engineers right there. I don't know what the fuck going on there. Go ahead.
September 1st is Church Day and Big Chorus Gospel Singing, and September 2nd is Labor Day. So then it's like a little statue of a man. Um, Kev,
Yes, sir.
I'm sending this to you right now.
Please do. I love to see the statue. It sounds like you're a bit worried. Go ahead.
No, I'm ready. I just want to send it to you. Now I want to keep reading.
All right.
All right, it should be there in a second. So, all right. So the American Message to the American Negro Exposition by United States Senator James M. Slattery of Illinois. Mr. Chairman, honored guests, fellow Americans, we are met to bear witness to progress of civilization. In this American Negro Exposition, which we today are dictating to peace and understanding, we are celebrating one of the real achievements of American history. The story that is told in this exposition, in the paintings and demurs about this hall, in the marvelous exhibits of the Negro arts and crafts, and above all, in the faces of the earnest men and women gathered here, is a reassurance of Christian progress that is sorely needed in these days when some of us beholding events on other continents are wondering if our civilization has been in vain. This is true in age of speed and lightning change. Our older citizens in the space of their lifetimes have seen marvels of science such as automobiles, the electric light, the radio, and airplane, and revolutionize our entire way of living. They have seen this nation push onward in frontiers until agricultural America of the 60s has been transformed into the mighty industrial and commercial world power of the United States of today.
There it is. Go ahead.
They have seen tremendous achievements in the arts and in letters, monumental study strides, I mean, wait a minute, and monumental social strides that have advanced the common man. They have seen also a brave race freed from bondage 75 years ago.
How long?
Conquer ignorance.
Wait a minute. How long ago? Hold up. Let me hit my button.
Not like this.
Not like this. Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like fucking this, sir. How long ago, Thomas?
75 years ago.
75 years prior. Go ahead. Wow.
They have seen also a brave race freed from bondage 75 years ago, conquer ignorance, poverty, and prejudice, multiply in the face of adversity, and climb steadily upward until it has reached full stature in the economic, political, and cultural life of our American democracy. None of the American miracles of our days offer stronger proof of the essential rights of our American systems that the progress of the American Negro, which is celebrated and exemplified in this exposition. Every American thrills with pride at the story of Negro progress, which is told so graphically in these paintings and demurs that contrast the plight of the slaves of the last century with the Negro's position in.
Hold up.
His
Thomas, are they
to,
saying, look what we did to you over this past Saturday, look what we put you through, and look how far you come? Is that what they saying to you?
Yes, sir.
Look at these pictures. We whooped y'all ass, and y'all made it through. Is that what we was beating the shit out of y'all? We'll tie you up, Thomas, with one arm to one horse. We'll put your other arm to your other horse, and your legs to individually to other horses, and put the iron cast on them horses, and they'll run in four different directions. You see what we did? We burned you up. That's what they said, Thomas. And look how far you come. Boy, you Negroes sure could persevere. Go ahead, Thomas. I know that sucks, but shit,
Um,
that's our life. Go ahead.
all right. None of the American miracles of our days offer strong proof of essential rightness of our American systems that the progress of the American Negro, which is celebrated and exemplified in this exposition. Every American thrills with pride at the story of Negro progress, which is told so graphically in these pains and demurs that contrast the
Why they
plight of
got
the
black people
slaves of
sitting
the
on
last.
rocks and living in huts with stick and straw homes? We didn't live in these homes. They said the Indians lived there. I'm sorry, I digress. Go ahead, man. This is silly.
We caught up with them, Kev. We caught up with them with their story. It's a good day. So it says, our, and when we consider that the blood of those simple slaves under the blessings of freedom has produced not only the physical perfection of our Negro champions, but the individual genius of Booker T. Washington, of Dr. George Washington Carver, of Marion Anderson, and of scores of other famous Americans, we realize that truly a divine providence shapes our destiny. It is it is most fitting that this American miracle should be celebrated with a great exposition at this time when the children of the slaves born at the glorious moments of emancipation are now in their declining years. Whoa. It is most fitting that the government of the United States should participate in this exposition and support it liberally with federal funds.
Oh my goodness.
I count I count it high personal honor to stand here by appointment of best friends of the American Negro Science, Abraham Lincoln, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and to work along those distinguished Americans, Dr. Patterson of Tuckasegee and your own Congressman Mitchell of the commission, representing the United States government in this splendid enterprise. It is proper too that the exposition should be located in Illinois, the home of Abraham Lincoln, who started the American Negro on his march of progress,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
and
I didn't mean
and in the city in the city of Chicago, where the march has reached perhaps its broadest advance. For I say to our visitors from other cities and other states, you will not find the whole story of the Negro progress within the walls of this Coliseum. You will find it in our Negro businesses, houses, our Negro newspapers, our Negro insurance companies, our Negro churches, and our Negro homes. You will find it in our Negro representation in the City Council of Chicago and the Board of Commissioners of Cook County, in the General Assembly of Illinois, in the Congress of the United States, and on our federal bench. And may I pause here to pay tribute to my good friend Judge Herman Moore of the United States District Court
Uh
of
oh.
the Virginia Islands, whose nations for that office it was my privilege to suggest to President Roosevelt. I trust that Judge Moore will be here during the course of this great fair, for I feel that any exposition of the progress of his race would be incomplete without him. It is fitting that we should be gathered here on the 4th of July, the birthday of freedom of all Americans, the
I'm sorry.
liberties which were proclaimed to the world as the right Americans 164 years ago.
Wait a minute. Why W.E.B. Du Bois look like that Russian Lenin guy? Go ahead. I apologize. He looked just like his ass. Go ahead. Get these photos together.
164 years ago today, on a new significance, in this year, 1940, when elsewhere in the world freedom seems about to perish from the earth. Um, this is truly a wonderful exposition. I know that the Negroes of America who make the pilgrimage to Chicago this summer will be exalted with racial pride. Yet, as one who has seen it closely before its public opening, I can say it was a message for all Americans. I hope that in the weeks to come, millions of Americans, regardless of color, will come here and get that message. To find words to express that message, I go back to 47 years to an address delivered at the opening of another great exposition, the Cotton State, and the International Exposition of Atlanta, Georgia, September 18th, 1893. I refer, of course, to historic oration on that occasion by Booker T. Washington, that speech which marked the first time culture of the South as well as the leaders of his own race has survived as one of the greatest examples of public speaking in American literature. You will recall that Dr. Washington told the story of the disabled ship, which had drifted for many days in the South Atlantic and which finally sighted a friendly vessel. The frantic captain ran up a signal of his masthead, which said in the language of the sea, "Water, water, for we die of thirst." And
Wow.
and the other ship ran up its signal, which said, "Cast down your buckets where you are." The signals were repeated several times, and finally, doubting captain obeyed the admon- admonition, admonition, and drew up from the ocean pure fresh water, for he was at the mouth of the mighty Amazon River. And Dr. Washington turned to the great business leaders of the South who were seeking help in the era of industrial expansion, then opening, told them to look to the 8 million Southern Negroes and said, "Cast down your buckets where you are." And so today, to Americans which seek men of fresh courage, men used to heavy labor and to win against heavy odds, men deeply devoted to God and to our American heritage of freedom, I say to America, come here to this American Negro exposition, hear its message, and cast down your buckets where you are. I thank you.
Damn, this is where you gonna eat at, right here. Yeah, right here. Well, I thank you for the call. I got my meal on its way about 3 minutes out. Anything else you want to say before we program the next show?
Uh, no, I call back when it's time.
Okay, cool. My man. Thank you, Thomas, so much for that call. And hopefully we'll hear back from you. This was awesome information, bro.
All right, kid.
Yes, sir. See, this is the type of information I'm saying, bro. Here it is. You have to go get it. You can't sit back and wait for me or not. This is him. This is what he come. This is what he come with. So I appreciate everybody who do this part of the show of doing their part and making the show what it is. And hopefully you can rewind this video, go back and listen to everything Thomas just said, and do your own research. Again, that's what this channel was about: researching you, not just taking the students or even the professor's word on it. You getting out there and you performing and you calling in and taking part. Coffee and Kush TV. And as always,